we joined a morning group with 8 others on a bike and tapas tour. Our guide Sergio was very informative and humorous with it. We thoroughly enjoyed the tour and would recommend to anyone wanting to see the sights by bike. We suffered a little afterwards as we were not used to the narrow hard saddles. Try and get a padded one if you can. The bike path along the waterfront was a little narrow if you aren't confident on a bike, and we did go at quite a pace. Probably not suitable for total beginners. We had opted for tapas afterwards, which was good, but would have liked to have had more options. Overall, an excellent experience. Cruise shore excursion. A bit chaotic at check-in, but 100% first-rate 3-hour experience. With limited time, we got to see many Mallorca attractions, lots of history, and fun meandering through Old Town. But the highlight of our bike tour was our guide AGD. Not enough superlatives to describe her. Fun, funny, professional. And her intimate detailed knowledge of history, old architecture, and Mallorca in general were what made our trip. We came home with a love of Palma de Mallorca because of her. On the hottest day of the week, we took a bike tour through the old city of Palma de Mallorca. We were accompanied by a guide who shared detailed stories about the history. The guide led us through small, authentic streets, and we stopped to enjoy homemade ice cream, combining this with a sweet treat. We also paid a brief visit to the silent nuns. We concluded the bike tour with a small tapas tasting. It is definitely worthwhile to explore the old city of Palma de Mallorca in this way. Yesterday I took a bike tour of Palma, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. Super comfortable and practical bikes, a phenomenal tour guide with extensive knowledge of the city's history, fun and ready to answer any question. I recommend this tour to anyone visiting Palma. At the end, we finished with some incredible tapas at a restaurant near the shop. 5 stars for everything. The best you'll find around here. Good bikes, central location. We were lucky that our group was the only one. Nice route, even for people who don't cycle regularly. Well-paced explanation, not overwhelmed by dates. We actually booked an English language tour, but we soon found out that guide Maurice was originally from our region, so we could do it in Dutch. Eating 3 tasty pinchos at the Plaza Mayor topped it all off. Did this as an excursion on our cruise and it was awesome. Jonas was our guide and was funny, informative, and a great guide. The bike ride wasn't bad, however we went on a Sunday so it was much less traffic. Something to consider. Tapas was excellent and Jonas has good recommendations for places to see if you stay in town after the tour. This was an excellent tour. Our guide, Sergio, was very informative and amusing. The tour was at a steady pace so it would be easy for anyone not used to riding a bike. At the end we had a lovely tapas with the other members of the group. A thoroughly enjoyable trip and definitely worth paying the extra for the tapas. This was a great ride. We were a small group, 6, of various ages and abilities. The guide took breaks to keep everyone together along the route. The scenery was beautiful and we heard a lot about the city's history. Unfortunately, the tapas restaurant was closed the day of our ride. Would highly recommend.